In a psychiatric clinic, a nurse enters a dark room and starts taking pictures of the secrets there. Suddenly a shadow moves behind her and a mysterious person stabs her eye with a syringe. Then the person injects the green liquid into the nurse, killing her and making her eyes change color. Then her body is dragged away. Sometime later, the clinic's Dr. Sebastian has a meeting with the institute's director because his research hasn't seen any progress. Sebastian swears he's almost finished, but the director tells him to bring results soon or he'll lose his funds. Later that day, Kathy arrives at the clinic for a job interview. The very strict matron Cassidy isn't impressed by her resume and Sebastian asks some questions to check her knowledge. After Kathy answers correctly and promises she would never tell the doctor how to do his job, she gets hired. Then Kathy is given a uniform and fellow nurse Paula tells her that the previous nurse didn't last long. Paula gives Kathy a tour of the place and reveals that Cassidy is Sebastian's daughter. She used to be married, but her husband self-deleted. She also teaches Kathy that Sebastian's laboratory is off limits. Next, Kathy is taken to the second floor with all the comatose patients, who never get any visitors. Kathy notices they're very sick looking and is startled when a patient suddenly jerks, but it's just an involuntary muscle reaction. After Paula is called to Cassidy's office, Kathy wanders alone and finds a comatose patient alone in room 15. Unlike the others, he looks very healthy and his eyes are open. When Paula returns, she explains his name is Patrick and that he looks better because he's Sebastian's special project. Kathy leans in to say hello and Patrick spits at her, but once again Paula explains it's an involuntary reaction. Later Kathy hears a strange noise and notices a man walk by, so she rushes to stop him. When he turns around, he reveals a very scarred face. Paula comes by and tells Kathy to let him go, explaining that's Mr. Fraser and he's allowed to wander around. He survived an electrical explosion and Sebastian brought him back from his coma. Paula takes Kathy to Fraser's room to show the man's collection of clocks, which made the strange alarm noise Kathy heard. Every day at 7 p.m., Fraser operates a lighthouse nearby, which was Sebastian's idea to help the man keep focus. When Kathy goes home, she gets a call from her ex and ignores it. Suddenly she's startled by someone at the door, but it's just Paula picking her up to go drinking. At the bar, they meet a psychiatrist called Brian, who has a radio show. Kathy quickly gets interested in him. The next day, one of the comatose patients dies and Kathy must take him to the morgue, so she uses the elevator. To her shock, the patient starts breathing and suddenly he reaches out to choke her. As Kathy struggles to get free, she accidentally hits the elevator button and makes it stop. With some difficulty, she manages to reach the button and get the elevator going again before finally removing the hand from her neck. When they make it to the morgue, she tells Sebastian that the patient is alive and the doctor isn't surprised. He just tells her to send him back and meet him in room 15. Before entering the room, Sebastian explains the details of his experiment, reminding Kathy she must obey his instructions no matter what happens. Then Sebastian gives Patrick an injection and keeps poking his body to stimulate brain activity, but nothing happens. When he's done, he tells Kathy to clean up. While she works, Kathy talks to Patrick out of habit, and Sebastian scolds her for it. Sometime later, Kathy brings